court for San Antonio. They've got De'Aaron Fox. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Luke Cornett. Then there's Harper, and it's Bryant in at small forward. Williams with the screen. Abdelnaby passes to Williams. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. White, he's checked in for Chicago. San Antonio also making some changes. Barnes, he's checked in for Bryant. And it's Johnson in for Fox. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, good stuff. Harper passes to Barnes. Now here's Wembanyama. And the three off target.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
MP outside. Back to Williams. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Abdelnaby's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Harper. 6 points for him. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, the body control and balance from Wemby.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Giddey passes to Abdelnaby. Offensive rebound. It's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. The three from Barnes sinks the tray. Now it's a 6-point Spurs lead. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Spurs.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. The break.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Chicago has gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. Last season, Wembanyama averaged over 3 threes and just shy of 4 blocks per game. An unprecedented combination.
And Brook Lopez and Kristaps Porzingis are the only other 2 players to average 2 blocks and 2 threes in the same season. Obviously, based off the numbers, Wemby is on another level.
Pass to Harper. The 3-ball. It's hauled in by White. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 4-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
Oh, my. Talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
Kicks it out to Barnes. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And let's use this break to recognize your Western Conference Player of the Week, Victor Wembanyama.
As of late, he has been an absolute menace on the defensive end of the floor, causing all kinds of trouble for opposing offenses and making it really tough for the other team to find buckets.
The Spurs making a switch here. Sohan's checked in. MP, the pass to Vucevic. No good. Now I would have tied it.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Floats one. Here's Sohan. No good on the 3. Chicago trailing here. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's MP from outside. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got his 5th assist in this one. And Grant, just the other day, MP recorded the first triple-double of his career.
Yeah, he put on quite the display, B.A., doing everything he could for his team. MP is extremely talented. I'll go out on a limb and say that won't be the last triple-double of his career.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Spurs out in front, leading by 1. And the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Let's switch gears to the Chicago Bulls. They're in a tight one after the first half.
They found an advantage in the painted area, and they're exploiting.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
It's Williams and Vucevic at the 4 and the 5. Giddey is the 1 with White by his side at the 2. And it's Abdelnaby in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now here's MP. And a miss there on the triple. Johnson inside. Williams defending. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. And a chance now to look at the schedule for San Antonio. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors.
And that game against the Kings, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan as it should be a close one.
Outside, Williams. MP outside. Vucevic, a screen on Johnson. Abdelnaby passes to Vucevic. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Wembanyama, screen on White. Elbow shot on the way, and it's Fox missing.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Williams with the screen. Pass to White. Shot clock at 5. Here's MP. The Bulls with another miss.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Fox for 3. Chicago with a rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Giddey, and a nice finish on the layup. Giddey's got 11 points.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Here's Harper. Got it. Good job in the low post. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Richard, it's been a dry spell for the Bulls for a few seasons now. How do they reverse that?
Well, it starts with strong drafts. They haven't had a top 10 pick since 2020, and it's made it hard for them to land some of these bigger prospects and grow from within.
And it's Fox missing.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And here's MP from outside. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. One thing about Keldon Johnson defensively, it's hard to back him down, Richard.
Yeah, he won't block a ton of shots, but he anchors really well against bigger players. That's why teams would rather attack him in space.
And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
On the wing, Fox. Pass to Barnes. Over MP. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Spurs lead by 5.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. In third, Chicago.
It's one thing to be aggressive getting to the line. And last year, they made good on the opportunities when they presented themselves.
And it's Giddey with the ball for the Bulls. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Williams a screen on Johnson to the paint. And Williams with the basket on the assist by MP. Williams has got 16 points now. Oh, Wembanyama making it look easy.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done.
Woo! And MP throws it down.
A difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Johnson. Chicago making their last shot. Pass to Wembanyama. San Antonio moving the ball around. Oh, there's the alley. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
Yeah, look at Giddey stealing the spotlight. What a jam.
Here's Fox. He's got 19. What a finish inside from Fox.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
The Bulls trail by 3. MP looking around. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
The way he started this game, you wondered if he'd ever cool down, and the answer is yes.
Yeah, flat-out dominant score. Wemby's ability to capitalize from anywhere on the floor is what makes him so dangerous.
Now here's MP. 26 points for him.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Wembanyama puts it up and through.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Bulls' shooting has been good. 54% on this one. Giddey passes to Abdelnaby. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
And they're really working the paint now.
And so here is Chicago. They trail by 9. It's off to Detroit after this game, where they will face the Pistons. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them. Vucevic, a screen on Johnson. To the inside. Banked it in off the glass. Vucevic has got 10 points in the game.
On the interior, Vooch, look, this man has so many moves to account for.
Pass to Johnson. Outside Barnes. The 3 is up. And the three-pointer goes. Barnes has got his second basket of the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Chicago shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. And Richard, the Bulls going from playing one of the slowest paces in the league to one of the fastest.
Yeah, that's what happens when you start to trend towards youth. You got to put those young legs to use, trying to pace and space with three-point shooting.
Jones, he's checked in for Giddey. Cornette's checked in for San Antonio. Waters comes in for Johnson.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Pass to Wembanyama. Over MP. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Fox. 27 points for Victor Wembanyama. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Bulls trail by 11. Outside Jones. Pass to White. And here's MP from outside. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Cornette's got 4 rebounds now. Fox, the pass to Harper. Wembanyama against MP. Wembanyama's shot is good. Wembanyama's got 14 points here in the second half.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
MP right side. Inside. Here's Vucevic. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Vucevic has got 12 points in the game. Pass to Harper. Pulls up at the elbow. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Here's MP. Here's Vucevic. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Chicago making a switch here. Smith's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Sohan comes in for Fox. And it's Champagnie in for Harper. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball. The Bulls trail by 13. MP high post to the middle. Here's Smith. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
No, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight. A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Coby White. And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. And that one misses.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
RJ, San Antonio seen a surge in popularity. Spurs jerseys seem to be everywhere these days.
Yeah, they call that the Wemby effect. When a team has a generational talent like Victor, a lot of new fans come on board.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area. Huh.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Bulls. It's a 14-point game. Williams with the screen. MP, the pass to Williams. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Williams has got 18.
He has been unguardable. There's been no misses yet. You have to keep getting him the ball.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Patrick Williams.
When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
And this is his second and third free throws tonight. Sochan, right side. Pass to Fox. Here's Champagnie. San Antonio moving the ball around. Kornet with the bucket.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
So on the floor for the Spurs, we've got Jeremy Sochan. Luke Kornet out there with Wembanyama. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Champagnie at the 2.
That's just an aggressive finish by Vooch. Once he gets strong inside positioning, he's looking for the finish.
Now Fox lets the 3 fly, and it's cleared by Vucevic.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
And here's MP from outside. Rebound San Antonio. They've led by as many as 14. De'Aaron Fox taking it right to the rim.
He's having one of those nights. Fox just filling it up.
MP outside. Williams with the screen. MP, the pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up. He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And here's MP from outside. Rebound San Antonio. Kornet's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Champagnie. The 3. Rebounded by Abdelnaby. Williams with the screen. MP, the pass to Williams. 4 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And here's MP from outside.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
And stolen by Williams. With the floater. White can't hit.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Sochan. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Giddey scanning the floor. MP outside. Oh, from deep. And there's the whistle. They'll pin that one on Nikola Vucevic. That's his 3rd foul of the game. For San Antonio, Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Kornet. Keldon Johnson comes in for Sochan. And it's Harper in for Champagnie. And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle, and they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Chicago on D. They trail by 14. Outside Wembanyama. Fox for 3. And it's Giddey with the rebound. Giddey's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
His struggles this quarter are self-evident, and the team just continues to suffer for it.
Fox up top, lets it fly. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. And so MP will bring it up for the Bulls. To snap the cold streak. They get it back. Soft touch off the glass. Giddey's got 7 points for the quarter.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Pass to... And here's Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over White. Fox, that's good. Fox has got 25 points in the game.
The mid-range jumper is a valuable weapon for Fox because defenses don't always expect it.
MP fires. Can't get the 3.
I love their work on the glass. They hold a nice rebounding advantage.
Quick 2. All net.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
They trail by 16. MP outside. From deep three-point land. Fox there for the rebound.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Yes, sir! That one's good!
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
MP. Oh, he misses the layup.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Fox. Oh, the long ball, no good.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Spurs lead by 18. Now Wembanyama. Minute 32 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Vucevic. And for the Bulls, they're shooting just 28% during this fourth quarter.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Spurs.
They had excellent production from the bench.
This team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Victor Wembanyama.
He played big all night, relentless on the glass, just helping his team in the possession battle.
Now here's MP. A one-handed jam, rocking the rim.
You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls? Just great decision-making from him.
Fox with a screen on Vucevic. Free throw good, Wembanyama.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
So he gets them both. Here's Jones.
Yo, match up on MP.
MP inside, working on Olynyk.
Go back to Vermont, bro. You ain't made
Smooth sailing for San Antonio. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
So we see the Spurs taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for
a double-double and a terrific performance by you tonight.
Yeah, double-doubles don't mean much to me, Dom. You see 100 double-doubles a night in this league. It ain't 1960s anymore. Who cares? I'd rather win.
Well, we wish you luck.
Thank you, Dominic. And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Okay, it's time to be a man and get on here and tell y'all the truth. Dylan Harper is a bucket. I hated on him for real, but it was because I was jealous. He's a top prospect, coached by his dad, who's a great two-way player who won rings with Jordan. Like, who wouldn't want that? But he's taking advantage of that head start, so props.
How y'all match up going forward?
I'm going to get better. I'm sure he will too, so this ain't over. But for now, he deserves his reputation. He is one of the best young guards in the league already. And you heard that from me, MP. Respect. Good game, MP.
Good, MP? Let's go.
Want a team out of
Pass and move. Victor shoot.
MC about to tear the roof off.
It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Bulls. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
Now let's go courtside with Jennifer Quintana.
Tonight, you are facing off with Ace Bailey. Any thoughts on that?
Wait. The guy from Rutgers, right? Honestly, no. I only watched college basketball in March, and they didn't even make the tournament. I've heard he's good, though. Or at least supposedly. Obviously, he got drafted above me, but I guess we'll find out if the hype is real.
I guess we'll find out. Thank you, MP. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Jennifer, thanks so much. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Vucevic at the pivot with Williams at the 4. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's MP in at the small forward. And for the Jazz, Markkanen and Kessler man the post positions. Then it's George. Then there's Bailey. And it's Sensabaugh in at the shooting guard. It'll be Utah off the tip. Doris, as we get deeper into this schedule now, the NBA picture is starting to develop.
Kev, I love it because the intensity around the league is starting to tick up just a notch. You've got the teams that are very much hitting their stride and the others that are still trying to figure out, hey, what's working for us and what isn't working for us.
Something we talked about not too long ago was MP's mission to be the best of his rookie class, really trying to distinguish himself.
And I think MP is on track to execute. Maybe not quite where he expected to be, but there's still room for improvement in his game, and he's only a rookie. And all the goal stuff aside, MP as a rookie has been playing very well.
The 3 from MP connects from three-point range.
The floor spacing ability on display by MP right there.
Outside, George. And finished off by Bailey.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Now, here's MP. Coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Vucevic, good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
They're just great poise from the big man. Vucevic sticks with his shot even while being defended well.
George looking over the floor. Pass to Markkanen. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Now Bailey, covered by MP. Kessler, a screen on MP. Drives to the hoop. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's White. The kick out to Williams. Stolen by Kessler. And Bailey gets it to go on the assist by George. Bailey's got 6.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, there was a Billy Donovan or not. He also received some interest from the Knicks, but that was cleared up when the organization chose to extend him on a multi-year deal. It cements his role with the team as they continue to build. Guys, the Bulls have committed to Billy Donovan for the long haul.
He knows his stuff. Hey, Shams, thank you very much. Sends the ball no good. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
So it's Chicago now after the basket by Utah. MP